Healthcare assistant job is here to stay, so there's no need for you to be panicking and be asking me questions like, oh, when are they stopping healthcare job, when are they stopping healthcare job? In today's video, we're going to be discussing the latest announcement, and also for those of you here in the UK that have been caged by your employer, it's time for you to be free. In today's video, we're going to be discussing all of that. If this looks like what you're going to be interested in, then sit tight, watch
You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now.
Hi lovely people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my return subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video, I bring you guys good news. I'm going to be discussing the latest update. You know, last year February, healthcare job was added to the UK shortage occupation list. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK. I'm also a UK healthcare assistant. So yeah, last year it was added and it was meant to stop this February, and so many persons were scared. They were asking me questions like, when is it stopping, is it ending soon? Well, the good news is that no, it's not ending soon, because there's latest update for 2023 to 2024. And also for those of you who have been caged, when I mean caged, you know, at work you're going to hear just like, oh, I was sponsored and I don't get enough shifts, stuff like that. In today's video, we're going to be discussing all of that. Don't be deceived, don't be caged, don't think any employer or any recruiter is doing you a favor. No, especially with this latest announcement, it's time for you to be free. You need to know your rights and don't let your employer deceive you. So the latest announcement on this healthcare visa route, it stated that the government has confirmed it's allocating 15 million over 2023 to 2024 towards helping support international recruitment within the healthcare sector. The government stated it is committed to helping providing more effective use of international recruitment to help grow the adult social care workforce, alongside wider action to improve domestic recruitment and retention. Our aim is to promote collaborative agreements which reduce administrative complexity and burden, particularly for a small medium-sized enterprises provider. For example, the local support agreement may offer to provide help with identifying overseas candidates, completing sponsorship license and visa application, onboarding and ongoing support for international recruitment. Isn't that amazing? So some of you complain that I talk very fast. Honestly, I don't know why I talk very fast. Sometimes I try to like slow down, but I just don't know what happens. I end up talking so very fast, and when I'm editing I realize that, Stella, I think you're talking very fast. Yes, that's, by the way, apologies for that, please. It's just something that is difficult to control, but I am trying my best to control it. Okay, so you can see with the latest announcement that the UK government is allocating 15 million for this healthcare sector. So what am I saying? Under it, you're going to see where it says that the local support agreement may offer to provide help with identifying overseas candidates. So it simply means that you're going to see more recruiters that will be recruiting from overseas. I don't mean like care homes and all of that. I simply mean the agencies are going to be recruiting from overseas, because now the agency are going to be helping them sort out who is qualified for this job or not. And at the same time, I want you to bear it in mind that yes, it's true that they'll be recruiting people from outside the UK. I mean, like international recruitment, but don't forget that it's going to be a lot easier for people in the UK. So now this brings me back to people who have been caged. When I say caged, at work you're going to hear just like, oh god, this person's employer does not give me enough shift even after paying so amount of money. I'm sorry I keep talking about this money. It's because that's what's happening in the industry. Most of them are using it to make business, even when you know that you don't even have shifts. So now there's some homes that genuinely need staff. When I mean there are some homes that genuinely need staff. So there are some places like Kent. I mean, I don't live in Kent. For those of you who have been following me, you know I live in West Yorkshire. So I have a friend who lives in Kent, and she was complaining how, you know, difficult it is to get bus, and even carers is very difficult. So places like that, they will need more carers because people don't really like living there. So getting a carer there is going to be a bit difficult, or should I say it's going to be challenging, because people who work there, either they are lecturers or business owners, you know, stuff like that, or retired citizens. So places like that will definitely need carers. But the problem is that most of these agencies that don't even have enough shifts like to charge. And now, for those of you who have been caged, that have been complaining that they don't get enough shifts, this is the best time for you to meet your employer. Now, I know on your BRP it stated that, you know, you're not allowed to work with any organization. I mean, for some persons on their BRP it stated that you're not allowed to work for anybody. while some persons on their BRP you can work, with everybody. It's just open. For those of you who on your BRP say that you cannot work for any employer, it's time for you to meet your employer. If you're not getting enough shift, and with this latest announcement that the government even supported the system with 50 million pounds, it's time for you to tell your employer that if you're not getting enough shift, please, he or she needs to allow you to work with other agencies. Because if you pick shift from other agencies, it's going to help you. So don't be stuck with one particular agency. You need to talk, you need to speak out. I'm not saying you should be rude to your employer. I didn't tell your employer that you have got bills to pay, you've got kids. I mean, like, if you have kids, you've got kids, you have so many things to do with money. So many persons have been complaining because when I hear just like, oh, this person doesn't get shift, this person don't get shift, after paying all sorts of amount of money that I don't even want to talk about, and now you're not getting shift. With this latest announcement, that should give you the morale to speak up to your employer and tell your employer, please, you're going to start picking up shift from other agencies. Because if he doesn't do that, and after the money you paid, you're not getting shift, I mean, how do you cope? How do you survive? So if you're watching this video and you're planning to relocate to UK as a UK healthcare assistant, it's time for you to apply, because at the moment they are still recruiting. Even before they made this announcement, I made a video where I said some homes did not meet up to the standard for the CQC screening. What I mean by that is that some care homes, every year, I don't know if it's yearly they do that, CQC go for inspection. So when they go there, they know that if the home is up to standard, if they got enough staff and all of that. So lately people have been complaining that they have been shortage of staff, and people who also have their own carers at home are also complaining that they don't get enough carers. So all of this is the reason why the UK government needed to extend it. So it simply means that it's still going on from this 2023 to 2024. So for those of you who are planning to give up on this care job route, it's time for you to keep applying, because at least it has been extended. And some persons are complaining that why the rush, why are you coming to the UK as a UK healthcare assistant? Well, I mean, like, anything you do, you need to do it with pride. If it's what you want to do, you do it. If it's not what you want to do, don't let anybody force you. Look for something else, look for another job and still apply. Do you get? And also, for those of you that don't have the flight ticket, that are complaining that, oh, you cannot afford to pay your flight ticket, you cannot afford to pay just one or two things that needed paying. Now with this allocation, some agency or some care homes will sponsor all of that for you. All you need to do is to watch out for these care homes, this agency that are willing to do that. And I'm going to be making videos on that. I will still be making research. The truth is that some agency and some care home I contacted, some of them have been telling me they will start recruiting from summer. I don't know why they keep saying summer. That is why sometimes I don't really post these jobs. So with this latest announcement, I'm sure that some care homes, some care agency will also apply to be licensed, which will also increase the inflow of overseas healthcare workers. So if you're planning to move to the UK as a UK healthcare assistant, this is the best time for you to get your certificate. I know that some companies will say, oh, we're going to train you when you arrive, while some will also want to check out for your qualification. I feel like if you have got some training, some experience, is going to help out a lot. However, I'm not saying you must have the experience, but for me personally, I feel you should add that to your CV, because if I'm an employer or if I'm a recruiter, honestly, I'll definitely go for those people who have the experience, I've got the training. And this country, they love training certificate. There's so much love certificate. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It's true that even some job advert will tell you that even if you don't have experience, we're going to put you through. It is true that you're going to see some of that, but the truth is, I'll encourage you to check out Florence Academy for online training. Some of you were telling me that you pay. I don't understand how you pay, because for me, I went through the site and I did some few trainings, like, just for free, and I didn't pay a dime. So I used to get some messages where people complain that they asked them to pay on Florence Academy. I don't understand how they asked you to pay, because I think I went on the website, I did some training for free. So I don't understand the app or the website you use that was asking you to pay, because me personally, I did some training and I did not pay a dime. I had to do the training for free. So I don't know what you actually use to do your own training. So, but that is by the way. So if you're planning to come to the UK as a UK healthcare assistant, you need to buckle up, because with the latest update, I don't want to start reading all that it says, but I just want to share it with my own audience, because these are some questions I used to get sometimes on the description below or on my comment section. People will be like, okay, please, have they stopped it? Have they done this one? So I just feel the need to share it with you guys that no, they have not stopped it. So now it is officially announced that they have got 2023 to 2024 budget for UK healthcare workers. So if you're planning to come to the UK, it's time for you to come. It has been made easy, because the new recruiters that are going to recruit, with this 50 million, it's going to do a lot of things for them. And I'm hoping that they will not be, pay this or pay that one. Hopefully, finger crossed, they will not be all of that. And for those of you in the UK, please and please don't be deceived. Meet your employer and tell them, please, you want to start picking up shit from other agencies. Don't be used. You cannot be in this country. All the bills, the rising costs, cost, and you know you are not even getting enough shift to cover up all of these bills, you know you need to speak up now. You need to talk to your employer, honestly. So well, that is it for today's video. If you find this video informative and interesting, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe and share. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.